Hi, welcome back to Vlogaday in July. So a couple of days ago I went to Ollie's and I brought home a haul, and they included these Sesame Street Lion brand one hat wonders. This one is Oscar, and they are blowing them out for $2.99 each. There's quite a lot of yarn on here. I didn't realize it was, well, it says 95 yards, so usually that's not a lot. It's enough to make a knitted hat, and as you can see on the back is a free pattern from Lion brand, and you will make a hat with one of these, and it says size 8 or US 8 5mm needles. And I think I will make a hat with one of these, but not with this particular one that I just opened. You'll cast on 64 stitches for this one. And it's a nice little pattern. Knit 2, purl 2 for row 1, and then knit the knits and purl the purls for rows 2 through 8. So that's going to make a nice every other like a waffle, like I know there's a name for it, and I like that. That's cool. You just have to pay attention. You can't just go flying along. And then the body of the hat is worked in a stockinette. Knit 1 row, purl 1 row, and then it says to put this on at the end. When you end your hat, you're going to finish it with this Oscar. So he has an elastic band on here, and you're going to wrap this, and I'm not exactly sure. Draw the ends of the elastic tie on Oscar the Grouch through to the inside of the hat, not the elastics to secure the hat. Now, in other companies that I saw, that I bought these types of stuffies on, they had a secure stabilizer like this, and I have an extra one, so I'm thinking I'm gonna try and use this one on him and make it a little stable, because he always seems to be, you know, a lot of these heads seem to be real wobbly, and these stabilizers work a lot better. Anyway, I was thinking of making a lovey. I'm going to use this Superbly Simple baby blanket pattern. It's a free pattern. I'll link it below. I've used it before, and I've also used it for these loveys too. So today I'm going to use a number 7. Who'd have thunk it, right? And a Susan Bates. I'm going to go ahead and start this pattern with that Superbly Simple, with a slip knot on my hook and a chain of 4. And we'll go ahead and slip stitch into the first to join in, make a ring, chain 1 for your, just a chain 1. It doesn't do anything, doesn't count it for anything. And we'll make 3 doubles in that ring. Well, it seems to be working just fine with the 7. They want us to chain 3 and do 3 more doubles in the ring. Some of the pattern is written in, most of the pattern is written in UK terms, so I'm ad-libbing my own terms. Chain 3 again and do 3 more doubles in the ring. So you are going to be making a granny square. At this point it will look like a granny square. Chain 3 and do 3 more doubles. I went right over the top tail of my yarn as well. Just no need to weave in your ends that way. You can just cut it. Chain 3 again and end with a slip stitch in your first double, and that will be the end of row 1. That's kind of pretty. We're going to slip stitch till we come to the first corner, and then chain 1 and single crochet in the corner, chain 3, single crochet in the same corner, and that's your next row 2. That's your corner for row 2. Chain 3, skip to the next corner and single crochet, chain 3 again and single crochet again, chain 3, skip to your next corner, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the same corner again, and chain 3. Skip to the next corner, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the same corner, chain 3, and slip stitch into your first single, and that will end round 2. At this point you will slip stitch into the corner and get ready for round 3. So if you notice, I have not turned my work. A lot of granny square blankets have you turn your work. I have never had a reason to turn my work with this pattern, and I'm not going to, because I think that because of your 3-row repeat and they're different, that you don't have to. At the corner of the beginning of row number 3, you will make a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, which is your first V-stitch. You will chain 3 and put another V-stitch right in the same corner. Then you will, let's read it, chain 1 and a V-stitch and a V-stitch in the next. Okay, so then we're going to go right into the next chain 3 space and make another V-stitch. Then we will do a V-stitch corner again. So we'll do a V-stitch, chain 1, and that is another double, chain 3, and another V-stitch into the corner, make another corner. Then we'll do a V-stitch in the chain 3 space, and then another corner. So V-stitch, chain 3, and another V-stitch. V-stitch in the chain 3 space. How pretty this is coming out. V-stitch in the corner, chain 3, V-stitch in the corner, V-stitch in the chain 3 space, and then chain 1 into your first double crochet, to finish round 3. Then you will slip stitch into the chain 1 space of the V-stitch, slip stitch into the double crochet, and slip stitch again to get to the corner. In the corner we will chain 1 and do 3 doubles. This is row number 4. We'll go back to what we did in row 1. We are going to do 3 doubles, chain 3, and 3 doubles right in your same corner space. And then we will look at the V-stitches from the row before, and we will skip over to the middle of the V-stitch and put 3 doubles. Skip over the next V-stitch and put 3 doubles in between the next 2 V-stitches. Then skip over to the corner and put 3 doubles in the corner. Chain 3 and 3 doubles in the corner again. Each time you go around, this is going to get bigger and bigger, so there'll be more V-stitches and more chains for each row, but for now there'll be each corner or each side will have 2 clusters in the side, and then the corner will have 2 clusters. But every time you do the round, you are adding. So we'll go on the next side, go between the 2 V's again and make 3 doubles. Skip over to the next in between the 2 cluster or 2 V's and make another cluster of 3 doubles, and then go to the next corner and do 3, chain 3, and do 3 doubles. Skip over to the middle of in between these 2 V stitches and make another 3 doubles. Skip over again to this V stitch over in the middle of those 2 V stitches and do 3 more. This is a very nice yarn. I am not having any problems. And I'm standing up, and it's very hard to do this when I'm standing up, and I'm still not having any trouble. 3 in the corner again. Chain 3. 3 in the corner again. Skip over to between the 2 V stitches and do 3 more. Skip over into the next one. This is your last cluster to make, and then slip stitch into your first double. And that is the end of round 1, 2, 3, 4. End of round 4. Row 5, we will slip stitch into the next double, slip stitch into the next double, slip stitch into the corner, chain 1 and single crochet in the corner, chain 3 and single crochet in the corner. That makes your next corner. This row is just like the row 2 that we did, only this time we're going to chain 3, and instead of going in the corner, we're going to go in between the clusters and make a single, and do that every cluster. So chain 3 in between, make a single, chain 3 in between, make a single, chain 3 in the corner, make a single, chain 3, turn, in the corner, make another single, and just keep going all the way around. Now, what the plan is to oh yeah, you had to split on that. That's the first time I had any splitting. Did you see that? That was my first split. Very weird. It was very weird right there where the color change was. Okay, let's try that again. We got it. Okay, chain 3 in between. You're going to repeat rounds 3 through 5. So I just did 3, 4, and 5. This is row 5. You're going to repeat 3 through 5 until you run out of yarn. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back when I'm all done with the amount of yarn that I have and meet you there, and we will finish this together and decide whether we liked the project or not. And then we might even have more fun in this video than just a project. So I will meet you back in just a few. Well, welcome back. I have her out because I'm going to be starting her soon, I guess. So I did finish my lovey up to the end of the skein. I was using my favorite 7, and I don't think if I did this again I would use the 7 because it could have been a little bit, the gauge could have been a little bit looser if I would have went up to, say, the H. But I'm not going to rip it out because, you know, so I didn't cut my yarn yet. I ended with the cluster row because that's how much yarn I had left. So let's see if we can divide this and use it this way. I think that's the best idea. So if we put him, let's say, half of it in one side of the square and half on the other side, then when you tie them, on the other side, I didn't even, that's not like me to not weave in my ends, right? So we get him down here at an angle, and then I was going to say use the stabilizer. So this could be a piece of, you know, I don't know what this is, but it's like a foam, and of course you wouldn't be washing it with this on. You would hand wash Mr. Oscar if you ended up, but I would tie this down here with a stabilizer, and it might be less. But yeah, that came out, it came out very cute for a lovey. Now you could also put him up in the corner, I guess. but you know, anyway, that was what I was trying to do. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Abby, and I'll weave these ends in here in just a minute. I'm going to take Miss Abby apart, and I was reading that directions again on that hat, and I don't know what I thought I was reading before, but that's how you get her out of there. What the heck? That's not good. Okay, it came out. I was telling you to knit in the pearls and pearls in the knits or something ridiculous, but no, it's the ribbed edge is your normal knit 2, purl 2, and knit the knits and purl the pearls. So it's your regular ribbing. I don't know what I was thinking when I read that before. I don't know what anyway, I'll correct that. And we're gonna cast on. I'm not gonna do it on camera, but I have a bag to put this yarn in here. This is one of my T-Doddles maker bags. I love these. I have like 4 or 5 of them. Anyway, put that down in there and leave it down in there. And then I have my new set, and I just took the 8s, the US 8s, 5mm out, and put them on the 16-inch, and this is going to be just my size, because this is what I, oh my gosh, I can't wait to cast this hat on. So I'll be doing that. We're going to cast on 64 stitches, and we're going to do this ribbing for 8 rows, and we're going to knit in the round. So we will do that off camera, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I have cast on, and I have done the 8 rows of ribbing, and this went quick. This went really quick. I thought it was going to. The first 3 or 4 stitches on these needles were just a hair, you know, draggy, and then bam, they started going just like I thought they would. Absolutely love this set of needles. It makes me want to make every one of these. And then how fun is this yarn? So that is what it looks like, and the feel in knit is different than the crochet. We were talking about me using the 7, so I was using a 4.5. Maybe I should have went up to a 5.0. I might do that again sometime with one of these, because you know I want to go back down now and see if I can get a couple more, because they only got 2 each, and I promised to give some away. And so I'm going to check tomorrow and see if I can get some more, even if I just get Abby and Oscar, because I know they didn't have too many of the others, but they could have restocked. I don't know, or they could have been in the back room. I don't even know if there is a back room in Ollie's, but I will see if I can at least get 1 or 2 more of these, because now that I have been using it, I'm like, you know what, I want to put one of these Abbies in every single one of my granddaughter's stocking now that I started. Yeah. So there is 8 rows, and now it tells you to go ahead and work in the stockinette. So we're just going to knit now. We're going to knit for 6 inches approximately. Now what it does say on here, and I was trying to do, is trying to use the yarn the way that the company that made it was intended. So I have done anything different than what the pattern said. I'm using the exact same needles that the knitting pattern said to use, and that's how I do my knitting. But so now we're going to knit in the round for 6 inches. Now what this said on here at the very beginning was it's a beginner pattern, which is nice. It says the circumference is about 15 inches or 38 centimeters, and it will stretch to fit a range of child sizes. The height ends up being about 7.5 inches. So when you read down through, it says go 1 through 8 will be knit 2, purl 2, and then the body of the hat will be in stockinette, knit 1 row, purl 1 row. So this row is knit, the next row is supposed to be purl, and then back to knit. So we're going to go through until the piece measures about 6 inches from the beginning, end with a purl row. So then it's going to say we're going to decrease. It doesn't say that you need doesn't say that you need to use DPNs, but getting down to 16 stitches, I might, well, we'll find out. We'll do as many decreases as they tell us, and then I'll be back. I kind of like doing these videos like this. Now that I've done half a month of vlogadays, I'm gonna probably start doing these kind of videos more often. I don't know, I really kind of like it because it gives me, while I'm working on the item, it gives me the real feel of if I really like this yarn, and I really do. I only split it once, and it was on row 1, and I had to take and fix that stitch so that it didn't pull, and ever since I haven't split it. And well, it's also real, the needles are a lot smoother. They are so smooth. So it gives me a chance to tell you how much I really like this set of needles. There's a Likey that I got earlier in the month, and look how that's pooling. That's kind of cool. This is really nice yarn. It is. I really like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a sneak peek on one more thing that I started, and I did weave in my ends, by the way. They're all weaved in. So he's all done. I'm going to show you a real quick sneak peek, and then I'm going to put this away, and I'll show you when it's done a different day, or I don't know when it'll be done, but I know you're not going to believe what I'm going to show you, but this is all I have done, so don't get too excited that it's going to be like right away. But I had this gray denim and color yarn, and this is Yarn Bee acrylic and cotton, and I thought that this yarn was, I don't know what I was going to use it for, but when I looked at something, and I'm not going to show you what it is, I'm just going to show you what I'm working on and not tell you what it is, and you guys can guess down below. But here is what I've been working on with this this gray yarn. So there you go. Alright, that's it. That's all the sneak peek you're gonna get. We'll talk about this a different day. All right, take care. Take a moment out of each day. Be creative, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.